Today I will focus on a stock analysis of the holding company DOW Inc. This is one of the three largest chemical companies in the world, belonging to the S&P 100 index.
At Dow, wonder is the foundation of every great achievement. It's what bonds us together, pushes us to keep finding solutions.
DOW employs more than 37,000 employees in 160 countries. Welcome to the Invest with Jiri channel, and today we'll analyze Dow stock and answer questions. What are the basic facts about Dow? What products does Dow offer? What are the basic fundamentals of the stock? What are the results of my analysis? How would I grade a stock on a scale of A to E?
And lets us create something from nothing. Without that spark, there is no science, no creativity, no thirst for knowledge, or hunger for change.
What are the basic facts about Dow? Dow is an international company that specializes in manufacture and distribution of a wide range of chemical products. Its products can be found in a variety of industries, thanks to a portfolio that includes industrial chemicals, agriculture products, building materials, products for the consumer market, and innovative technologies. Dow has been called the chemical company of chemical companies because its sales are primary to other industries and not directly to end consumers. Dow was founded in 1897 by Herbert Henry Dow, a chemist who invented a new method of extracting bromine in Midland, Michigan. After successfully overcoming competition and price pressure, it entered into rapid product diversification and began to develop. What products does Dow offer? As can be seen from the table, Dow has the largest presence in the basic plastic segment with a 26% share of sales, which are used to manufacture products ranging from diapers to bottles. Next are performance plastics with a share of 25% for the automotive and construction industries. Subsequently, the performance chemical segment, which is used in pharmaceuticals, advanced electronics or water chemicals, has a 17% share of sales. Dow products that are known worldwide. For aviation in World War II, Dow processed magnesium from seawater. With Corning, they produced silicon that had military and civilian uses. Dow also produced plutonium triggers for nuclear bombs. For the Vietnam War, they produced napalm B and Agent Orange, which were used to deforest the dense vegetation of Vietnam and to attack enemy positions. Today, the Dow offers a wide range of products. They produce adhesives and sealants or lubricants, things related to electronics, conductive materials, materials that are used in plastics and rubbers, automotive maintenance products, construction chemicals, and much more.
The automotive industry's global transition toward EV is accelerating. Key EV parts in power electronics, such as onboard chargers, AC-DC inverters, and DC-DC converters, require high thermal management, electrical insulation, and protection.
Overall, their products can be found in many things of everyday use. What are the basic fundamentals of the stock? In order to determine if a stock is a good stock to buy and hold for the long term, we need to talk about the numbers. The company is currently trading at a price of $51.76 with a market capitalization of $36.30 billion. It has cash of $3.08 billion. If we compare company's debt of $16.27 billion to equity of $20.08 billion, we come up with a debt-equity ratio of 71.7%. The historical trend of the debt-to-equity ratio can also be seen below. This ratio seems healthy to me, and it shows that the company is using credit to grow faster. Let's take a look at earnings and revenue. From the latest earnings, revenue is $45.86 billion, of which net income is $1.28 billion. Therefore, after deducting all product costs, wages, depreciation and taxes, net margin is 2.8%. This is how much will remain as profit for the company. As you can see, revenue has been declining for the last 4 quarters. Thus, net income is also declining, and so is net margin. These are interrelated metrics that affect each other. EPS or earnings per share has been declining over the last 4 quarters from $6.28 to the current $1.86. Conversely, the company's valuation by PE ratio is rising from 8.02 to 27.72 times. Is the company expensive or cheap according to PE, price to earnings? For a better comparison, let's look at the Dow's direct competitors. There are companies like Westlake, LyondellBasell, Cabot and Olin. The average among the competitors comes out to a PE of 11.8, which means that Dow is valued high compared to other competitors. How is the company doing in terms of dividends? Dow pays a dividend yield of 5.4%, but this is not supported by high enough earnings. On top of that, it has a payout ratio of whopping 153%, which means it pays out all its earnings in dividends and still borrows to do so. You will probably agree that this is unsustainable in the long run, but I guess they have a strategy for why they do it. Is it to attract more investors? What is the history of dividend payments? Basically, the dividend yield has ranged from 4.3% to 7.3% between 2019 and 2023. It's such a short period that you can't determine the trend, and any dividend increases from that. Let's wait another 15 or 20 years. The same is true of the historical development of the stock. When I show Dow stock on a chart, add the SPX index with the 500 largest US companies to it, you can clearly see that Dow is below the market average. What are the results of my analysis? I will list the pros and cons of the analysis so you can decide for yourself. Among the pluses I can mention, Dow is one of the biggest players in the chemical market. The chemical industry is one of the most profitable industries. Dow is in 160 countries and employs 37,000 people. The stock belongs to the narrow S&P 100 index with the 100 best performing stocks in the America. The company's debt-to-equity ratio looks balanced, and dividend payout is among the top 25% of dividend-paying companies in the US market. Unfortunately, I find more minuses. Dow has a low net margin. This either means inefficiency in production, high competition, or high operating costs. Profit margin has dropped from 9.6% last year to the current 2.8%. Compared to the competitors, Dow is expensive, PE 28. EPS has declined for 4 quarters in a row, most likely due to the current difficulties in financial markets. Dividend yield is high but not supported by high enough net income. Payout ratio is absurdly high and unsustainable in the long run. The Dow is below the average of the S&P 500 benchmark most of the time. The Dow has a short history going back only to 2019, making it difficult to assess the stock's behavior based on history. How would I grade the stock on a scale of A to E? Dow is a company that will be with us for a long time, but I would still give it a grade of D today. For one thing, I don't like their business very much, but that's my personal opinion. But more importantly, minuses largely outweigh the pluses. If you already hold Dow, keep it up, but I wouldn't invest in Dow right now. Thanks so much for watching. That's all for today's analysis of Dow stock. If you found anything useful in the video, please give it a like, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great time and invest with discretion.
As we work to create a more connected world, a more circular economy, and more climate-conscious technologies and solutions, we're designing products alongside our customers with their biggest challenges in mind, so we can grow with the world around us, starting with our promise to reach zero carbon emissions by 2050. Every solution we find is fueled by wonder and powered by science. It's this fuel that drove our past and propels us to the future. Wait until you see where